Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alaias.Fit if you're new here, and today I'm gonna simplify my glute workout to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to maximize your glute gains. As I said, besties, in today's video, I'm walking you through my staple glute workout, but most importantly, breaking down the movements and simplifying everything so that you walk away with the best exercises to grow your glutes. Typically, in an effective strength training program, your first move is a compound exercise. This means it's working multiple muscle groups. So it's crucial to warm up well. When you lift, run, or jump, your body is in movement. It's not static. So your warm up should reflect that, with stretches that mirror those motions. I always make sure to focus on hip openers and calf stretches because tight hips can really throw off your glute exercises, and ankle and calf mobility is huge and often an area that gets neglected. Knock out these moves in 2 to 3 rounds with about 5 to 10 reps each, and you'll be good to go. Think of this warm-up routine as your trusty go-to for lower body days, something you can throw into your workouts every single week without fail. The first exercise we're gonna get started with is the dumbbell hip thrust. This is one of the most effective exercises for growing your glutes because number one, it's a compound exercise, which means it's working more than just our glutes. But secondly, because your glutes are one of the biggest muscles in your body. So number one, when we're doing hip thrusts, go heavy, do some extra weight, but also remember that this muscle is so strong so you can push yourself a little bit more. So let me walk you through exactly how I set it up. Let me give you the step-by-step on how to get the most out of your glute bridge. Roll the weight onto your hips, and you want to make sure your feet are in alignment. Now listen closely because this is a mistake most people make. When you lift up, you want to position yourself enough so that your chin and upper body are completely locked, and the only movement you're doing is at your hip hinge. So when you thrust the movement, it's only coming from your hip and your butt. You should feel like you're scooping an ice cream cone. For the reverse lunge, I'm showing you a slightly more advanced version, but just know you can modify this exercise to a standard reverse lunge with no deficit. We're adding 2 plates, which is going to add elevation as we step our left foot back, which is really going to target that right glute. So I'm going to step both of my feet onto the plate. My right foot is going to turn ever so slightly to the left when I step back with my left foot. And also notice when I'm stepping back with that left foot, it's coming slightly to the right, similar to a curtsy lunge. By doing this, it's really going to focus in on that right glute as we step back, and we're going to come back to the top, holding it for 2 seconds, and oof, you are going to feel it. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I love exploding movements. And so for the Bulgarian split squat, we're doing explosive bulgies, which I know is insane because Bulgarian split squats are already so hard, but this is going to add some speed and power to our workout. Now, if this is too advanced for you, feel free to take this to a normal Bulgarian split squat. I like to add just 1 weight because it allows me to feel more stabilized. And also remember that if we're targeting our glutes for the bulgies, we want to make sure that we bring our right foot out with just a slight step and then have a forward lean as we go down into the split squat. This is really going to make sure that we're maximizing our glutes. I have such exciting news for you, besties. I've become a certified personal trainer, and over the past few months, as I've been studying and in my courses, I've learned so much about my body that I want to share with you all because it's made me tweak my lower body day exercises. So I learned I have an anterior pelvic tilt, which I'll put a picture on the screen of what that means, but pretty much I need to focus more on my glutes and my core muscles to help me have better posture. And so during my glute days, I will superset most of my exercises with ab exercises that I'm showing you guys here on the screen. And so by the time I am leaving this gym, bestie, I am feeling it in my glutes and my abs. The next exercise we're gonna do is an open leg walking lunge. You guys will notice I take my shoes off for this exercise because I feel it more when I take my shoes off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 2 kettlebells in our hand, and we're gonna take a step forward with our right foot. And as we step forward, we're gonna lunge down with this right leg staying straight and this left leg bending a little bit. The leg that is straight and stepping is where you're gonna be feeling most of the movement. The back leg is more so for support. And then as I come here and I come back up, I'm gonna take another step with this left leg. Now this right leg is already in position and I come back down, keeping my core and my posture up, nice and tall, taking another step forward, and I come down. You guys will notice in this movement, my upper body is locked in position. My arms are kind of like spaghetti noodles, like they're just there with the weight, adding more weight to my body, but really the movement is going to be in my lower body. So let me show you what that looks like. Something that I want to break down to you guys so that you can understand. For instance, if you have my shred program, which is a 12-week fat loss and muscle gain program, you will notice at the start of my program, weeks like 1 through 5, we have a lot of endurance within our exercises. So you're gonna see things like 14 reps, 12 reps, 16 reps, just so that you guys know whenever you're looking at a program and it has any reps from 10 to 20, that means the focus of that movement is endurance. It's still gonna be strength training, but strength training with endurance, which means you wanna do lighter weight, which is why right now I only have 15 pounds because we're doing more reps. And no matter what, you always wanna be focusing on form. Now let's say the program is showing 10 to 6 reps. That means the focus of that movement is hypertrophy, which is just a fancy fitness word for strength, like building your muscle. And then if you see anything from 1 to 6 reps, that means, baby, it's all out. You're giving it everything you have. And then what I also like to do is add in explosive movements, which explosive just means you're now using your fast twitch muscle fibers. So it's slightly different muscles that you're working within the movement. So I just wanted to give you guys that background just so you know if you have my shred program or if you have any other program, you know how much weight to do based on the reps that are provided to you. Let me show you that movement one more time. Taking a step forward with that right foot, back foot is just in position. My arms are spaghetti noodles. We're coming down, we're squeezing our core and coming back up. Taking a step with that left foot, coming down, squeezing our core, squeezing our glutes, coming back up and doing the same thing, intentional with every single rep. I wanna show you guys one last thing with this movement. So when I'm coming down, my front foot is flat and my back foot is up on my toes, just so you guys can see that pattern. So then when I come back up, the foot that's now going to be getting the work done is gonna be flat and that back foot is gonna come up on the toes and repeat. The last exercise we're gonna be doing are cable kickbacks. So with this movement, you can actually hit different areas of your glute based on the way that you're standing. So I'll be sure to break that down for you. But if you've never touched this machine before, let me show you what to do. Let's say, for instance, you get to this machine and the contraption is like this, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with that? First, you're gonna come to the part where you see this little handle sticking out. Oh, and you're gonna pull it out and then lower it all the way down to the bottom hook. And then after that, you see this little clip here. You're going to switch out your clip. You wanna use like a foot strap that goes around your ankle, but for today, we're just gonna be using this. You're gonna take both of the clips and pull it in like this. And then you're gonna pull your foot in through here. Like I said, this is not the proper one, but like you do what you do when you're in Rome. And so then when it comes to the movement itself, let's say we're gonna be working this right leg first. My left leg is gonna come up and this is just gonna be the supporting leg. I'm gonna have a slight lean in my upper body. As always, we're still pulling in that core. You can actually use this nice little handle and you're gonna be kicking back at an angle with this right leg. Coming here, remember, whenever we're really focusing on our glutes, you always wanna have a slight lean coming forward and pushing this movement back. My upper body is staying still. My head is locked in position forward, and I'm just moving my right leg. And the key with this movement is that you want your leg to be moving at an angle to make sure that you're hitting that glute in the way that you need. So it should be coming here, not straight back. Now, if you want to work the side glute muscle, you actually can make these an abduction movement by coming here and pulling the leg out, but for today, we're primarily going to be focused on this movement. to reward myself and show appreciation for my body's efforts in powering through this intense workout and for building that shelf, I'm gonna finish off with some foam rolling and stretching. Let me tell you, foam rolling looks cute, but it hurts, okay? Don't be fooled. However, it works wonders, especially on heavy lifting days, by breaking up muscle fibers to minimize soreness. Earlier in the video, we focused on dynamic warm-ups, but now, after our workout, it's time for static stretches, holding each stretch for 30 to 40 seconds and slowing our breathing to help our bodies return to a resting state. There's 3 things I want you guys to keep in mind if you are looking to maximize your glute workouts. Number 1, protein is crucial. Without enough protein in the diet, our muscles are not going to grow because that is the thing that builds our muscles. Number 2 is ensuring yourself enough time to rest. When we are doing workouts like the one I showed you today, we are literally ripping our muscle fibers, and the only way they're gonna grow back stronger is if we allow ourselves enough time to rest in between workouts. And number 3, guys, consistency. When it comes to any type of fat loss, muscle gain, growing your glutes, all of it takes time. And it's why my program is 12 weeks long versus 6 or 8 weeks long, because you have to give yourself and your body enough time to see the results that you're putting in the gym. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you on the next one. Bye.